Last time on Shadow Piece, the battle between Idio and Blue Gilly versus Van Augur came to an end. It was a bloody showdown between Long Limb tribe members, and even though the Fleet of Death came out victorious, they were also basically taken out of the war. Blue Gilly was inching closer to the dead, and prioritizing his friend over everything else, the Sin of Envy decided to leave the battlefield. If he didn't do that, the story would have been different, but for the Long Limb tribe, this was the only valid choice. All of the doctors on the ship started taking care of Gilly, and Idio just stood on the edge of the ship, watching over the ocean and Hachinosu Island. So when he saw a gigantic magma fist approaching, the thought of sacrificing himself came up. But another pirate crew came to the rescue. In a quick thought out combination move, a big bear blasted the captain in between the Idio pirate's ship and Akainu's attack. After taunting the fleet admiral, a roulette wheel appeared behind the body of William. It spun for a while until it ended with a fanfare. Oh, it's that one. I guess luck is still on my side. Grey wings started to sprout out of his back, as all of his skin also started turning grey. Various shades of grey made it appear like scales, and then a tail formed just above his behind. With a loud bang, the magma fist collided with the transformed William. Akainu's attacks that were capable of reshaping mountains with ease completely got negated by the Zoan transformation the Devil's-like captain took on. Call me Gargoyle William, or Gargoylium. The red dog grunted at the comedian of a pirate. He knew what William and his crew were like, psychopaths, crazy individuals that laughed at the deaths of the innocent. At least that was their public image. But this battle already started a while ago, so for now let us take a look at how exactly we got to this place. The Yogi Poo came in contact with a few marine warships that were sent to attack Hachinosu before any other battle started, and their first interaction was quite strange. Devil's Luck Pirates, Akainu shouted down to the criminals, already forming a solid fist, hating himself for what he was about to say. Your bounties have already been retired. Leave now, and we will forget what happened. But if you stay, only death awaits. Giving pirates the option to escape was something the fleet admiral would never do, but in this situation he chose to prioritize two big names of the current time over normally retired has-beens. But the chaotic pirate crew just looked at each other before starting to laugh wholeheartedly. Verona, fire! Aye aye, Captain. If people were good, the Devil's Luck Pirates were sure to help, even if they were Marines, but after not having sailed for some time, they had grown rusty. Out of the sharpshooter's rifle, a purple bullet got unleashed towards one of the warships, and only people with the observation haki heard the masked man say, "Whoops, wrong bullet." The instant the bullet pierced through the ship's hull, the soldiers on it felt the entire thing shake before the actual effect happened. A purple vortex started to appear at the point of impact, warping and distorting its surrounding until the entire warship got sucked away into nothingness. That was the void bullets. All men, attack! Akainu already regretted giving pirate scum the chance to live. He shot out lava in many areas of the ocean around him, forming a battlefield for everyone to walk on. Countless Marines ranked lieutenant and higher flooded the newly created space, and the Devil's Luck Pirates followed. William, Ragnar, Duros, Verona, Pearl, and Magnus. All of them were ready to fight. It quickly became clear that no one besides vice admirals or talented rear admirals could keep up with those pirates, and that was before any of them even started using their devil fruit powers. If only they had more of them, but the war against the revolutionaries had struck them hard. However, Admiral candidate Momo Usagi, Gion, was still present, and out of her forehead a horn shot towards the Devil's Luck Pirates. Everybody dodged it until it reached the princess of the crew, but Pearl wasn't a helpless girl anymore, and her husband was waiting for her at home, so she wanted to finish this fast. She bit into the horn and shattered it. "The rabbit is mine! I'm sure her meat is tender!" Licking her mouth in excitement for her first proper meal in some time. Her cannibalistic tendencies still remain to this day. Dark red wings grew on her back, and dark horns with purple inscriptions protruded from her head, before she dashed like a lightning bolt, decimating many marines and finally grabbing Gion, taking her to a different location on Hachinosu for a more private battle. The battle between these forces was progressing at a rapid pace, until a man started floating above them all, and simply spreading both of his hands to the side, he pushed all the marines and the devil-like pirate away from each other. "Sakazuki, get in there! I know what you are doing, and I won't stand for any more deaths of my followers." Fujitora was angry. He was ordered to stand back at first, but at this stage he didn't have to accept everything the Fleet Admiral told him to do anymore. "Soldiers, return home and recover. Your leader will take care of this. Wanti, Akainu?" The Magma Man smiled wickedly before jumping to the Devil's-like Pirates. "And I will take care of this other strong warrior I have been feeling." The purple tiger flew away to a different side of the island, waiting for his own opponent to arrive. And with his departure, Ragnar was the first pirate to speak up. "Magnus, did you come here just to fight some marines? Enough watching your old man. Get to the island and help your friends. Maybe he is the crew you will be a part of, just like I am here." His dad knew exactly what strings he was pulling. Magnus had always dreamt of finding Nakama to travel with, just like his father once did. And Sanji might be the closest thing to that so far. With a big leap, he left the battle of his family to reach Hachinosu and fight for his family. Now it was only the people that started the Devil's-like Pirates, except Rick, and the current Fleet Admiral of the Marines. In a proud voice, the Knight of the crew spoke up. "This might be our hardest battle yet. Let us go all out right from the start." Ragnar's form immediately started to change as he entered his hybrid form. Fur started to grow, claws sprang out, and a feared grizzly bear appeared. Verona pulled out 6 rifles from a bag that seemed much too small to actually be able to hold them. With a touch, he simply whispered, "Arise," as they start to float around him and grow ice, all taking aim at Akainu, and so he did as well with his own rifle of injustice. And finally, the captain also started to act. "It has been some time since I said this. It's roulette time. Let's roulette all over the place." A roulette wheel with countless words appeared behind his back, and it spun and spun. Obviously, the marine knew what was going on and attacked them instantly, not waiting for the pirates to fully prepare. Jumping in front of his captain, Duros the Guardian pulled up Friend, a pure white shield, and tanked the full brunt of the magma. Bolts of thunder got unleashed from his conqueror's haki, until he managed to reflect the attack back to its sender. But Akainu didn't even think about dodging. This actually benefited him, as his own magma punch heated up his body, and thus also increased his strength. Then the roulette came to a stop. No, I don't like that. Let's spin again and forget this one." In complete unison, all the crew members looked at him and just shouted, "Captain!" For a second time, the wheel started to spin, as Ragnar and Duros went into close range to fight against Sakazuki, and Verona shot 7 bullets at once with every attack, to chip away at the Fleet Admiral's health. William always wanted to have a grand entrance, so when he burped after the roulette landed on the second fruit, and it resulted in an explosion that covered the bear, the knight, and the magma monster, he scratched his back and whispered sheepishly, "One last time?" Daggers were being thrown with the gaze of his comrades, but they had dealt with his antics for so long already, so they knew he would also make up for this. In total, he was capable of 7 spins per day, and this was already his third. Fuck it, let's just cheat. If the roulette fruit user was awakened and didn't like the results, he could just cheat and pick a number on the wheel and determine their own fruit. 78, that's my lucky number of the day. The roulette wheel span for a 4th time, but in this attempt it specifically stopped on the 78th spot. William gained the information of the devil fruit he acquired, and a devilish smile appeared on his face. "Now that is neat. Here I come. Let's roll for initiative." With the captain's preparations coming to an end, the battle could finally start for real, and the question of how strong the Devil's-like Pirates really were would be answered in the near future. And this is the end of today's episode of Shadow Piece. I hope you enjoyed it, and you look forward for more, because now we get into Devil's-like territory. Not like Rustage will ever see this, but I'm very excited to use these characters and show you what I am doing with their powers. This is not the main focus of this arc, so we will spend a bit on it, but all the other battles of the Fleet of Death, that's where the main cake is. So for now, all that to be said is stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay cultured. Pyro, out. Bye.